You know, when I have a conversation with someone, there are a few basic fundamentals that I trust are going to be at the foundation of what we have to say. I hope they'll look me in the eye, and I assume they're going to listen to me. I take for granted a basic level of truth. I mean, sure, we all shade things one way or another. And maybe I'm naive, but I guess I assume there's going to be an essential underlying truth. Generally, I suppose that the person I am talking to has an adequate respect for and understanding of the rule of law. The last one's weird, right? I mean, ask yourself, how many times have you been in a conversation where you weren't sure if the person you were talking to was trying to use the conversation to undermine the rule of law? That's just weird. This month, some of the teachers that I work with have been trying to have a conversation with some of the people in the government. It's kind of an important conversation. See, much of the way that we educate our children over the next few years in our province will depend on how that conversation plays out. It's become really difficult. And sometimes when the conversation is difficult, we vilify the person we're talking to. I know that Christy is not the devil. She is a public servant, and I would not want her job for any amount of money. But twice the BC Supreme Court has ruled that her government acted illegally in its conversations with teachers. We need to have a conversation, Christy. We need to talk about the things that we need to have in order to be able to do our job best. But once again on Monday, you told the teachers that I work with that if the Supreme Court disagrees with your point of view, that you reserve the right to tear up any agreement that comes out of our conversation. There it is again, that strange assumption that the person I'm having a conversation with respects the rule of law. Christy, you're making me rethink some pretty basic ideas about what it means to have a conversation. But it's a conversation that we all need to have. I need to know that my basic assumptions about the rule of law in Canada aren't wrong. Are they? Christy?